Welcome back to my kitchen, Gigi's kitchen. We cooked salmon on Sunday. We had some left over, so I can have a salmon patty later in the week. We will take these, we'll make our salmon patties. We're gonna make them small, extra crunchy, put them on a small bun, and they will be ready for football, for finger foods. But most important, before we get started on the patties, we have to make the sauce. And we're going to make us some nice old-fashioned tartar sauce. We start with mayonnaise, and I always use mayonnaise. You can make it with salad dressing if you like, but I have one cup of mayonnaise here, and I measured this out. Now, this is all to taste. I'm giving you rough measurements here, but it's pretty much to taste, so that you can make it like you want. I'll keep my lemons for last. I have 2 tablespoons of onion, and you can put as much as you like, or as little or more, but I like mine a little bit juicy and a little bit crunchy with the onions. Now I have dill relish here, and I've got 2 tablespoons of dill relish, and you can see with the juice. So that'll go in, it'll help give it my tangy and my brininess I want. And so I'm gonna put that in. Now you can do sweet relish if you like, or you can do half dill, half sweet. You can also add a little bit of horseradish to this if you like. You can also add a little bit of peppers if you want. Now I've got 2 wedges, which is a half a lemon, and I'm going in with that. Now remember, we already have our pickle juice in there. And another wedge, which gives us another half. And I'm gonna stir this up, and this is ready to go. We don't need to do anything else to it. You can taste it and see if it's what you like. I've got my salmon, and it does have the skin on it, and it is cold. So I poached this in water with wine and herbs, not a whole lot. And I'm gonna pull this off, the skin. You can save it if you want. I like to give a little bit of it to Scarlett, she loves it. There we go. Set it over there. And then as you can see, like I said earlier, this has already been cooked, so it's already cooked through. You don't have to worry about it not being cooked. I just broke this up a little bit in the bowl, and we're going to build some, and we're going to put together some patties with some of our things over here that I like to put in mine. Now, this is red bell pepper. If you're not a red bell pepper person, you don't have to put it in there. I've got a half a cup of onion. You can put a little bit, as much as you like. And then I've got a half a cup or 2 stalks of celery. And you can see they're all diced pretty small, so that you can kind of blend them all together. And I like to put them in and stir them around a bit. And I do not add an egg to mine. This is very sticky already, and then my other binding agent that I will use will be some basic mayonnaise, and that will help it stick together as well. And then we will add our mayonnaise. I have some seasoning here, and this is just I use Cajun seasoning in mine with a little bit of kosher salt that I'm going to throw in here and mix around. And my panko also has the same seasoning, so that's about a teaspoon. You can add more. If I was doing a whole fillet, I'd probably use more, but there we go. Here is my panko, and you can see that it has also been blended through. I've got to put my patties in, and this will give me my extra crispiness. But I can take some of this and drop it down in there too. Stir this around. Just stir it. It's very simple. There we are. You can do this. I know you can. Then we're going to add our mayonnaise. And I'm going to add, this is 1/4 of a cup, but I'll put a little dab in here. We'll roll it all around and see if we can get our patties to stick together. You know you got enough when they all clump, and it's already coming together nice and chunky that is, that looks really good. So I'm gonna pick it up, put it in my hand, and if I can clump it to where it'll stick together like that, then we're ready to go. And then all I have to do is make a patty and put it in the panko. And then we'll put it in the skillet to pan fry. These are going to be our little slider buns. They're brioche buns. I get them, like you get them where the dinner rolls are and so forth, and they're from the bakery aisle. So they're little brioche buns. They're very small, but they're perfect for sliders. And then, as you can see, I've already toasted them a little bit. I like to toast my bread for sandwiches that I'm going to be using a lot of sauce on, and these will have sauce, so they're ready. So I need a patty that's a little bit bigger than this. Now this is not like hamburger patties where when you cook them they shrink down, because it's already cooked. It's not going to shrink. It's going to stay pretty much the size that you make it. So we're going to get our panko here on our patties. These to be a little bit on the thick side because they are going to be small. I don't want them too thin. I want them to, when they bite into it, they feel like they've got a patty. So I'm going to go with about a 1/2 inch on thickness. And there we go. And these are delicate, so you have to be gentle with them. So I got my bun over here. You can see, I think I'm just about there. Yep, that looks good to me. So then after I've got it fixed, I'm just going to take it over here. I'm going to pat it, flip it over, pat it some more. And I'm going to do that a couple times, like so. Put a little on there, pat it down into there, and this will help give us some crispiness as well. Oops, it fell apart, just push it back together. Like so. And then I'm going to set it right here until we're ready. And this is messy, so be ready. And I just need to do 4, just for demonstration purposes. So make them all about the same size and same height and same roundness. Is ready. If I drop some little panko crumbs in here, you can see them get all fuzzy. There we go. And they're going. So this is one time where you want to make sure that your oil is plenty hot, because the whole idea is the frying will help the whole thing crust up and stay together. So I'm going to slide one of these. I got my little fish spatula here, and we're just going to slide it down in there. And there it goes. And once you put it in, don't move it. And then here goes another one. Now you notice I put enough oil so that when I put them in there, the oil comes up to the side, but doesn't really go over the top, which is okay. They'll fry nicely there. Give them a few minutes, and once they're good and brown, then we will flip them. And we may flip them a couple of times. Also, I have a plate ready to go with some paper towels on it so that I can drain them as they come off. And we're just going to let them sit here and get crispy. paper towel over here. We'll go ahead and take this one out. Lay that on the paper towel. I'm going to put this one more right in the middle of my skillet. And this one around. That one looks really good. I think I might take that one out too. Now I never make this with smoked salmon that you get in the can, and I never make it with canned salmon that has the bones in it. My mom used to make it when we were kids with the bones in it, and it used to make us crazy because we'd have to go pick all the little bones out because we couldn't eat them. This is what I'm looking for with the crispy edges, and this one looks good. They all look perfect. And here's the little bits, they fell apart, but that will still make a slider if you want it, or you can just dip it. Now, a lot of times when I serve this, I will serve all the patties and the buns separate. So then there's the tartar sauce, they'll have some lettuce, maybe some tomatoes or onions, whatever. And people come along and they build their own. Some people they'll just take the patty and put the tartar sauce on it. Or they'll pick it up and dip it and eat it with their fingers. It's all up to you. You have your options. But I like a little bit of tartar. And here's mine. I made some fries to go on the side. And I'm busy watching the game. So I don't want to be in the kitchen cutting fries. These are just basic oven fries. I put them in the air fryer and they're done, and put them on the plate, and everybody loves them. The other thing you do with these is you can dip your right in your tartar sauce. So good. Love that tangy tartar sauce. So I'm gonna put a little bit on my bottom, like that, just enough to hold it all together. I've got a little lettuce blend here. I think it's romaine and some arugula and a little bit of spinach maybe. Don't need a whole lot because it's all about the patty. I'm gonna put a little bit on there just to make it look pretty. And then we're gonna put one of these patties on there. Give me one of these broken ones. That one right there. Oops, perfect. See it? Even though it comes apart, it's still going to work. Now, I am going to give me a nice big pile of tartar sauce. I want tartar sauce oozing off the edge, okay? So I'm gonna put some all on there. And that'll help hold that bread together too. It won't matter, I promise you, they won't care. And then there you go. Nice big blob of tartar sauce. You can't go wrong with that. Give me a little squeeze of lemon juice across the top.